No llevan. Y hola, ¿cómo están todos? ¿Ah? ¿Haciendo duermes otra vez? Ay, Dios mío, como siempre. Ah, ya voy con. Ay, güey. Ya voy con mi hechicero. Pues ya tengo. Ya hice las obras ayer, no me falta ir a asaltos para hacer orbes de eléctrico. Ya no me da tiempo, ya son 4 minutos. Me deja adentro. Oh, sí, sí, ya lo estoy haciendo. Y se fue la madre esa del. ¿Y ahora qué pasó? ¿Qué? ¿Cuál secreto? Sí, no es secreto, mi cara no es secreto, simplemente no me gusta echar la cara tanto. Está acá. Hola, Tenetsuki. Estoy aquí en el... Ya están aquí en las azulitas de... El ocaso. Gracias. Mandé. Por eso no veo esta madre de aquí. Sabe que me está matando. Ahí está. Ok, gracias.
Good morning, Guardians. This is a sound check. We are preparing on set for our combat reveal stream for the second year of Destiny 2. The hot seats are full. Our combatants are warming up their controllers and choosing their loadouts. We're glad to have you here today. This is an opportunity for us to adjust our audio levels and for you as well. The stream will begin in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. If you're live in chat right now, please sound off with a hell yes. Good morning, and whether you're watching us from Twitch or YouTube, welcome to Bungie TV. I'm Deej, and I'll be your host for this Combat Reveal stream. I'd like to introduce you to my co-hosts, who are designers from our Sandbox team.
Sure.
So this is true. Yeah. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning. I'm very good. How are you?
Good. Glad to have all three of you here. Let's begin with Mr. Josh Hamlet.
That's me. Hi.
How you doing?
Good morning.
I want to know what you do at Bungie.
Oh, I drink some coffee,
Yeah.
and I got a meeting,
Yeah.
and I try and keep these guys happy and on task, which is really a struggle. That's right. I'm an okay
I
leader.
think what you do is important.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I also work on mods, and I work on the ammo model, so I did real work for like a very limited run. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Claude Jerome.
Hello.
Taking a break from your honeymoon. There you go. Show us the shiny new hardware right there. Look at that. This man wanted to talk to you so much about the state of combat in year 2 that he's actually taking a break from his honeymoon. Arrived on set 10 whole minutes ago.
Approved by the mission.
Approved by the mission. He's unrehearsed. What did you have for breakfast?
I had cake for breakfast. There's a lot of cake.
You're basking in the glow
Pretty
of
delicious.
brand new matrimony. What's your specialty at Bungie on the Sandbox design team?
So I'm a sandbox designer. I work on the abilities team. Basically making all new supers, all new perks that we're going to try here.
All right. And Greg Payne.
How's it going?
Good. Glad to have you in one of the hot seats. Talk to us about your role on the Sandbox design team and your specific contributions to the state of combat in the second year of Destiny 2.
Yeah, pretty much all the Forsaken weapons have gone through my hand in some way. Some of those took out a little bit better. But, yeah, I'm the sandbox designer working on weapons.
What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about how the arrival of Destiny 2 Forsaken and the beginning of Year 2 is going to change the way we all fight. The changes in weapon balance, the changes in abilities, some of the new features that will allow you to configure the way you play are going to be available to all players of Destiny 2. Some of these changes will even arrive before Forsaken on August 28th. And what we want to do is give you a pre-mission briefing so that you can start thinking right now about how you might be configuring your Guardian so that it's a good reflection of how you are as a player. With that, Josh, talk to me a little bit about what are the overarching goals? When you take a look at Destiny 2 Year 2, what were your goals in approaching the work that you and your team did together to make a new combat meta?
Yeah, I think we looked at year one and saw what people were saying in terms of how the game is being played and kind of, what we were seeing happen with the game. And so we came out with, one thing we wanted to do is give players more options for them to specifically tweak and tune their loadout to play the way they want to play. I'm front lines, I'm in the air quite a bit, right? I play for speed and efficiency, which means a dialogue. But in those regards, like I wanted tools to be able to tweak that play style to play the way I play, right?
You call race a specific role
Exactly.
in combat.
Versus Claude, who plays poorly and slow. So he has different.
I play poorly and slow.
I mostly use grenade launchers.
Yeah, I'm a support player. I love my wrist. And everybody gets a little gun buddy over their shoulder.
Yeah,
That's the way I play.
And then we wanted to. Why? It's a what? We wanted the game to be interesting for longer, and so that means things like the drops you're getting, we want them to be special and fun. Every time you see something hit your screen, you want to go, ooh, what is that? Right? We want to bring that moment back.
And better devils, if you will.
Exactly. We wanted the 10th Better Devil to still be as exciting as your first Better Devil, because it could be the best devil. It could be. And then as well, kind of doing the same thing with the meta. We didn't want the meta to get stale as quickly, and so one of the nice things, those kind of work in concert. So if you deliver one, then the meta stays fresh for longer because everybody's rotating through different things.
The more players discover the perfect combination of these different elements, the more they may shift their fighting style, the more they may adapt to each other.
Exactly, and because it's a long, slow rollout, right? Then it slowly changes the landscape over time. And then the last huge thing, and the thing we'll talk about most today, is we wanted to bring back even more hero moments, and doing that specifically through increased skill gap. Like we wanted to make the game not harder to play, but certainly we wanted to make the game in the right hands be special and insane to watch, right? We wanted the people who are best at the game to shine, and for people to look at those people and say, like, how did you do that, right? That's what I want, and both in the way the tweaks they made to the loadout, the abilities they're choosing to run, the armor they're choosing to run, the weapons they're choosing to run, and just the way that they play the game. So, yeah.
Now, Claude, we have how many new supers in Forsaken?
So we added 9.
I'm sorry, what?
We added 9 new supers, so basically we wanted to add a lot more variety to the way you can customize your existing subclasses, because we felt like we wanted to make everyone have a new way to play. That was our main goal. And so we added new supers and associated perks for each of those supers as well.
So even if players do not join us in the Tangled Shore for this new adventure in Forsaken, but we certainly hope that you do. But if you just come along with us in the adventures of Year 2 without being a player of Forsaken, they're still going to find some changes to the existing subclasses that they know and love.
Yeah, so because when we changed the customization options for weapons, it basically meant that lethality changed as well. And so abilities needed to react to all the weapon changes, and so that you could have a lot of viable options to counter a player coming at you with guns that are more lethal as well.
No todos los mexicanos nos gustan las
Supers
rancheras
had to get
mexicanas.
more reliable in a bunch of different ways, and so we looked at it faster, and so we looked at a bunch of ones that were underperforming currently, bumped them up, and then looked at the ones that were underperforming relative to the new
Los
subclasses,
panchos,
and
ya,
started
los
to
panchos
tweak them here and there. And so a lot of the existing perks and melee abilities and grenades and stuff got changed to help react to all the lethality changes.
We'll see a lot more evidence of those sorts of things when we actually take to the Crucible for a live fire exercise. Talk about a man that knows his craft. Not a single moment of rehearsal. You're doing fine. Stomach full of cake, heart full of love. So, Greg, we're doing a lot of telling. We're doing a lot of talking about how we changed the sandbox. Let's show them. Shall we?
Yeah, let's go to it.
You have a controller in your hand. You're going to be the driver, and we have a warlock up on screen. Is that your warlock?
No, it is not my warlock. This is a facsimile.
This is a dev environment. So, for those of you watching, you might see some things that you won't completely understand. You'll see some things that aren't completely finished. You might even see some, elements of the UI either here or in-game that might not look entirely finished, but that's what we do when we bring you into our creative process. So, Greg, show us what's different.
Yeah, let's start out by talking about slots. So, as you notice, we still have the 3 slot system: kinetic, energy, and power.
Yep.
So the paradigm still lies that kinetic weapons go in the first slot, energy type weapons go in the second slot, and power weapons go in the third slot. However, you'll notice that next to the light level of the weapon now is a little ammo icon that says primary or special or heavy. So basically what we've done is we've turned what ammo a weapon takes into an attribute of the weapon rather than tying it to the slot. Which means that in the kinetic slot, you can run both primary and special weapons. The same with the energy slot, primary and special weapons. And in the heavy slot, in the power slot, you can only run heavy weapons. Yeah. So you take a look through this lovely menagerie of weapons we have here. Here we have a shotgun. Here we have a hand cannon, a bow. A bow is also going to be a primary weapon.
Brand new archetype for players of Forsaken only.
Some varieties of better examples here. Pulse rifle, sniper rifle. And here in the energy slot, we have also shotgun, bow, snipers, and not featured here, fusion rifles as well, and also trace rifles. We actually upgraded trace rifles to a special ammo, which means that they will be doing more damage in year 2. So here in the power slot, we have grenade launchers. We have
all grenade launchers.
No, actually, we've also changed some of the single shot grenade launchers into using special ammo as well. So they will also do a different damage than the heavy grenade launcher.
And did you touch them to fit appropriately?
They will fit appropriately. Yeah. The rocket launcher, sword, and linear fusion rifle.
So it's not just a matter of crazy free-for-all, just use any weapon in any slot. You've curated this, you've taken a look at this from a perspective of how can we still create some semblance of balance and order, but you're giving us more options. Is that kind of an accurate summary of how the weapon slots are changing?
Absolutely. I mean, we want to let you play the way you want to play. If you want to play a D1 loadout, play a D1 loadout. If you want to play a D2 loadout, play a D2 loadout. We want this option to be available.
But if you're crazy, you can roll 3 shots.
You sure can.
Or grenade launchers.
Or grenade launchers. That's right. There are a couple of rolls like that you can run 3 weapons with.
So the flow of ammunition on the battlefield has always been one of the ways that we've been able to kind of control the flow of combat and how these fights spin out in real time. How is that changing in year 2, or how have these new design decisions impacted the way that works?
Yeah, so what we found is we knew we wanted to change slots. We heard all the feedback. We ourselves have been playing it. What we didn't want to do was just roll back. We felt like we could do something more interesting, which you're getting to see here today. We're super happy with the way that this started to play. What we realized in a hurry was that the weapon ammo model was certainly going to have to change to support this. And then later, as we talked about, that also rolls right downhill into then that needs to change lethality as well. And then lethality rolls further downhill, and that means that needs to change abilities, et cetera, which we'll cover all today. As far as the ammo model goes, though, what we realized was we wanted to support players actually playing the way they want to play. We didn't want to make a promise and then say, but you can't really do it, right? Like, super special circumstances. For sure, if you play 3 of the same weapon, or even 2 specials, you're going to have a harder time on your hands keeping ammo in than if you are running dual primaries, which is obviously the easiest thing to keep up with ammo. But then the game will treat you fine if you're running a G1 style loadout or a near G1 style loadout. But the cool thing is that as long as you're, like, for example, in PvP, which we'll show you in just a little bit, you do respawn with ammo, including special ammo. And so you're always being fed ammo to keep you playing. And so even in the case of running dual specials, like you're going to be in the game, you're going to be playing, you're going to be able to do stuff. And I think we're going to see some of our better players, run the gauntlet of being able to run maximum special weapons and heavy weapons and stay afloat and even like run a
They may even surprise you,
They may even
like they do. Greg, I can see that on this specific character, you've got some duplicates of the same weapon.
I do.
Why would you do that?
Well, as we announced previously, random rolls are back.
Random rolls are back.
Let's delve into this. It's menagerie and better delve. Let's go down. Let's go inside.
That's a good word, menagerie. You don't know the definition of the word menagerie. Look it up, it's fun.
So here we have a Daredevil with Zen Moment, Outlaw, Tactical Mag, Steady Rounds, and a variety of pretty sweet sights. Now, I would say this is a pretty good double.
Yeah,
Pretty good double. Yeah, pretty good double.
Not a bad double.
Not a bad double, right?
Do you have a better?
I think I might have a better double.
It's a good
I
double.
might. It's still the first.
Actually, it's not. No, we did not rehearse that joke.
Doing it live. Ooh.
Here's a pretty spicy double.
It's like a hot sauce.
Kind of a,
It's like a hot sauce. Yeah.
this one's got hip fire grip, moving target, also Tactical Mag, so yeah. You know what? I think I've got a best double. I think I might have the best
I don't
double.
know better than that.
Double.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's look at his best
I
double.
don't know, Greg.
All right.
Okay. Promising a lot of things here.
Oh, look at this one.
Ooh.
Explosive payload,
Oh, man.
range
Ooh,
fighter,
I've heard of that one.
drop mag,
Pretty good.
and the crossfire. Pretty good. Pretty good. This might be. I think this is the best doubles of all of them.
Yeah.
Now,
that whole perk set there has been randomized.
yes. Every single time a better double drops in the crucible, it's gonna have a different roll. It could be a better double.
It could be the best.
How else can you modify this weapon?
Well, we have this thing here, which is the Masterwork. So, of course, previous Masterwork is somewhere from 1 to 5. You basically get somewhere like 5% bonus at the max.
Yeah.
We have now made Masterwork go all the way to 10. For weapons, yeah. So...
Sí, ya vi, ya la arreglé.
FU level it up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Even better than this?
Even better double.
And it's not just 1 to 5 to 10. It's a 10-point scale, and you can upgrade it and upgrade it.
Keep on going.
Yeah.
Keep on going.
And what's the biggest impact when you're upgrading this? What stats are you manipulating? What's the benefit that you're getting from this weapon? Just to call it out and explain it in very specific terms.
So, for hand cannon, there's a subset of stats that even match for it. Range, stability, handling, reload. We actually, so because we're going through a more leveling type system now, we moved the magazine network to now it is mod, which I will show you next. There's new and improved modules.
Oh, there it is.
Whoa, max.
And you got a new column over there too.
I do. Got some
more.
cool show trackers, and you can click between them.
The 2 tiers?
Yeah,
That's
for
amazing.
free. So here we have the empty mod socket, and as you can see, the damage type mods are gone. However, we've replaced it with a plethora of drastically game-changing modules.
Menagerie of mods.
Yeah.
So they don't just manipulate your energy type. They're actually going to have a tactical impact on the way you fight.
Yeah.
Right. This is what we were talking about in the first goal about being able to tweak your play style. This is one of the examples of being able to do that. And so, exactly. A bunch of people, we've talked about and we're excited about the inner accuracy mod that you can apply. There's a quick radar return mod that you can apply. All things to make the game play a little more the way that you play.
And how do I acquire these mods?
They are going to drop in the weapon, on the weapon. However, you're
Es lo que estoy viendo, Jake.
but how am I going to get them out of the weapon?
I mean, estoy medio viendo que estaba haciendo otra cosa. En lo caso. No caso. Ahora vamos a poner la atención.
Pretty good doubles with the major spec mod on it. And I will shard it,
dismantle it.
Behold, there is the native technology.
There you go. So it's dropped into your bank, and you can use it on any weapon.
No go fishing.
Huh.
So you can get a weapon with a random roll, you're like, this is an okay roll, I'm gonna keep it. You can get a weapon with a roll, you're like, this isn't as good. But it had a mod on it, and then you make the weapon, and now you have a copy of the mod.
Eco-friendly mod.
Eco-friendly mod.
We all use different words for dismantling weapons. E-shards, e-nuke.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Weapon mods.
It's all the same activity though.
Vamos a poder mantenerlo.
Take a look. Random rolls, perks, mods. Anything else you want to cover about the weapons specifically? It seems like it runs the gamut, yeah?
No light level, there's no light level on the mods now.
Oh, yeah. That one,
No, it's just about tactical games, it's just about configuring
Simple
it.
perks. Make your customization deeper, but also make the game a little bit simpler to understand.
Okay. So, loot drops can be more interesting over time. The combat meta can evolve and change over time as people discover more interesting combinations. This looks promising. When you make these changes, though, if you make the slightest change to anything in Destiny, we've got this crazy sandbox that impacts a menagerie of activities. People are going to use this new weapon system on everything from a final raid boss to the people that they meet in the Crucible.
Yep.
And when you start making these changes, it impacts every other system in the game. It's like if the game is like an organism. If I give you a bigger heart, you're going to need a more robust circulatory system. So like, translate a metaphor like that into the work you do. When you start playing around with weapon slots, and when you start playing around with ammunition flow and different perks to make people more lethal, how does that impact?
Pues sí, Jake, se ve mejor, o sea,
changes did you have to make in order
definitivamente,
Yeah,
pero
it's kind of surprising the amount of things.
obviamente hay que jugarlo.
Touches when you start to change it. So we, like I said, we started spots and we want to change it. So we change that.
No están afrontándole pues para ver con todos estos cambios en la sandbox y eso cómo tratan de asimilar todo el pedo, ¿no?
And then you either give out a ton of ammo so that people have enough uptime because we felt strongly
Uno de los bows.
that we're going to promise a system and then people are going to get in and they're going to feel like
Arco.
they don't get a chance to play. So that either means you give out more ammo or you just deal with
Weapon
that.
mod, increase damage
Like that was
against.
the right call. So we gave out more ammo, we gave you more uptime for those special weapons. When you do that, that means more people are...
Me gusta el casco de este Warlock.
That means those who don't have special weapons are suddenly dead to rights all the time. Right? Like you can't compete. And so that has an obvious impact on lethality. We pushed down this road, we got to that point where we realized, like, we've got to get more ammo. This is right there. If we just are delivering on this, it's going to be great. It's going to be the thing that we promised it would be. It will be enjoyable. Yeah. But that means making a call to go ahead and change.
Pues sí, más que nada tiene que ser mejor porque ahorita con la nueva compañía con la que se juntaron, pues bueno, obviamente, mientras no chinguen el palo como con Eververso, que es una de las cosas por las cuales perdieron muchos jugadores, más aparte las recompensas gratis, que pues ya ves que del año 1 eran, con cada asalto podías obtener cosas, y pues bueno.
And all of a sudden we've got all these shotguns and all these grenade launchers moving further up into the weapon slots where you're going to see them more often. I'm not just going to get overrun and now my auto rifle's worthless.
No.
But you're putting the requirement on me to evolve. I now have to embrace precision fighting because I'll tell you, I don't. You know, like what did we say before? We play slow and bad and dumb.
We take our time.
We take our time. I get it right. I aim for center mass. There's more to hit there. So in order to have the greater time to...
Se les cortó la señal, no mames.
launchers moving further.
We take our time.
We take our time. I get it right. I aim for center mass. There's more to hit there. So in order to have the greater time to...
Right. And so again, by pushing that lethality up, it makes that totally possible. Like, I play fine. And in fact, I never ran out of ammo. Amazing, right?
Ya se activó otra vez.
And so, like, being able to do all those playstyles, but then, as I think you're alluding to, that then starts to show through in other ways. Like, now the guns are awesome, and when I run up to somebody and give them a high five, when I was trying to punch them in the face, that suddenly did not feel so good.
So across the entire spectrum of space magic and club abilities, whether it's melees or supers or what have you, when you took a look at this new sandbox, what changes did you feel needed to be made to all players, not just the new Forsaken supers, but any player that has their favorite super or has their favorite melee, what did you feel needed to be done in order to kind of bring that stuff into balance with everything else that was exciting and shiny and new and more powerful?
Yeah, I think like it's more of a drop of saying like that we'll make these changes and we'll have ideas about how it'll work out, like what things will change down the line. But we need to play it at the end of the day. So we'll get it in the lab, we'll play it every day over and over and over again. And we just think about like what decisions are we making as players, right? Like someone's rushing me with a shotgun, like what can I do? And if those decisions are feeling shallow, like I don't have to, like I just die, so that doesn't feel great, and so we start touching other weapons, and then it still feels a little bit more shallow than we want it to, so we look at other options. And so in particular, I would say probably the biggest change to the neutral game of the abilities, just like non-supers basically, is we went back to 2-hit melee. So two melee hits will kill a Guardian.
Okay.
So that changed a whole lot. There's a whole lot downstream.
2 melees, 3 shots to the head.
Yeah,
You know,
so things start moving faster again. So you start thinking about your positioning a little bit better. You start thinking about your choices a little bit better because it's going to be a lot more chaotic, a lot more hectic, a lot fast-paced combat. And so once we went to 2-hit melee, a lot of things that exist were sort of tuned around 2-hit melee, or 3-hit melee rather.
Before you go into this, like, I think that's an excellent example. As I think everybody can start to see, like, every decision we make, like, even, like, a lot of them you can predict, right? But it's like, if we do this, that means we're suddenly doing this, right? And if we do that, are we going to have to do this? And so we play it to find out, because you know, sometimes you surprise you, like, oh, it turns out this is fine.
Sure.
And
sometimes we won't find it, like, it's a risk, but it's worth taking, I think.
And so when we change 2-hit melee, we predicted, and then end up changing, let's work on so next time.
Yep. So there's a bunch of stuff, like, in DC launch that we tuned around the whole 3-hit melee model, where we said nothing would instantly evaporate you, but in a 2-hit melee world, there needs to be some power spikes, and those power spikes started to become things like shoulder charge again. So all the shoulder charge mechanics, shield bash, hammer strike, all the ones that are basically, you go out in third person and you punch them once, those are going to now one hit. And so those guys are back to their previous place. Taking out Guardians.
Beware the Titans.
Beware the Titans. And then similarly, we looked at a bunch of the perks that affected damage like grenade, like Voidwalker's charge grenades also deal more damage now, for instance. Basically anything that with promising damage increases, we need to reevaluate in this new world of lethality.
Yeah. And then my personal favorite, if you haven't touched on, we're going to tease a little bit, is Tether.
Yeah. So that's a good example of one of the supers that need to change to become more reliable in this new world as well. And so we had a bunch of ideas what we could do with Night Stalker.
Dice Jake, ¿para cuándo? Pues a ver qué día me animo. Nada más tenga unos cuates que me acarreen porque me lleven en su mochila, porque la verdad no. Crisol lo voy a tener que jugar al ratito porque estoy haciendo la armadura de mi hechicero y me pide que vaya al Crisol, a ver. Aunque nada más me pide que mate a 9 guardianes. Así que no sé, pero pues sí tengo que ir al ratito, al rato regreso con otro directo, pero ya sobre mi juego. Sobre esto, la armadura del solsticio. Mucho bla bla bla, ya queremos ver qué onda, putos.
So Golden Gun, so good. We'll come back to that. So what are some of the flavors? Alright, so Golden Gun, we got a little bit more time. So in this new world of fast-paced action, we wanted you to have the ability to sort of, more carefully choose your targets. So give all Golden Gun versions a couple more seconds, literally 2 more seconds, to run around with your one-shot Golden Gun and just evaporate guys. Similarly, throwing knife came off of damage to match the new 2-hit melee wolf.
Okay. That's a good preview. I think the best evidence of the work that you've done, and you can call it out when you see it, can be found in a live fire exercise. So we're going to go there right now. We're going to go to Cosmo, Friendly Neighborhood Community Manager, and Kevin Giannis. Gentlemen, real quick, introduce yourselves to our stream audience, talk about what you do at Bungie, and then we'll go and we'll take a look at all of these changes and all of these promises that we've made in real time.
Hi, I'm Kevin Giannis. I'm a senior crucible designer here. I work on game modes, ammo system, ranks, things that everyone cares about. I'm here to talk to you about weapons.
I'm Cosmo, community manager, and I'm in charge of taking all of your feedback, writing the slab, and telling you new things and coming to Jackson.
All right, gentlemen. So let's go take a look at a brand new Crucible map. You guys
El mapa nuevo en el Crucible.
And this is an educational ceasefire. What would you like to do in order to help us with a little proof of concept before we actually get into the fight?
Yeah, so we're gonna demonstrate some of the time to kill changes here. Cosmo and I have picked a load out here to represent archetypes. I'm running like an aggressive pulse rifle and a nice rapid fire flat rifle.
Yeah, so you're running two primaries, right?
Double primary and a sweet.
Doble primeras y una espada.
With a metric ton of ammo there?
Well, I picked them up.
Oh, okay. But you did. Just say you did.
All right, let's shoot some people.
Sure. Yeah, I'll start. As you can see here, a 2-burst almost melted him.
Damn.
And then with this rapid fire scout, 5
Wow.
shots to the head and gone. As you see here, he drops his special ammo right on the floor for everyone to see.
Ah, un rifle de asalto. Ese se ve chingón.
And also got
Un cañón de mano.
It's an aggressive hand cannon.
Aggressive.
2 and then 3.
Oof. There's the 3-tap spicy. The 2-tap is real.
2 body, 1 head.
All right, so before we get into the fight, unless there's anything else you want to show us at point blank, why don't you guys go into your build and configure yourselves for a couple of exhibition matches of Clash and talk to our friends who are watching from home or wherever they find themselves about what decisions you're making and exactly what role you want to play in combat.
So I'm gonna run a double primary build here, and I'm gonna be running a new weapon in a towel, and I'm gonna run a bow actually here. So I'm gonna run this brand new exotic bow, Wish Ender, with a sword as my backpack.
Alright, so I got this Better Devils, which got a pretty good roll on it, right? You know, pretty good. Kill Clip Outlaw.
Kill Clip Outlaw.
Bad Armor Shotgun in my second slot, and then I got this Two-Tailed Fox, you might recognize from the video you showed.
El exótico. El lanzacohetes
I noticed
exótico.
that you're running Icarus on your Better Devil series. Can you give a demonstration of that? I have some people asking about that one.
Yeah, so I got the Icarus. So as you can see, when I jump, that hammer stays pretty tight, right?
Pretty tight. Well,
The perfect tool still needs to be in the hands of the right craftsman.
I got it.
Go test it out. There we go.
Is there a better Cosmo that dropped?
All right. Are we ready to fight?
I think we're ready to fight.
All right, then game on.
Oh, no, that's not.
Let's try that again.
All right, we are in combat. Our combatants are muted. We're going to listen to the designers. And gentlemen, when you see a product of your labor, something you're proud of, something you're excited about, let's call it out. This is why we're fighting today, to understand how year 2 will change the way we fight.
Oh, that is that.
Yeah, so he's using that Wish Ender to find targets behind walls.
You actually went to an archery range. to learn about the mechanics of bows and how they feel in the hands of the player, didn't you?
They did.
No me gustan mucho los cañones de mano, pero ese se ve chingón,
Yeah.
Yeah, I chose pockets instead.
Wow. Bows instead of bows, huh?
This is one of the new maps as well.
Yeah.
They're coming out.
Ooh,
Madre.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to him? It happened so
He's
fast.
trying to use Spectral Blades, but
I
he
believe
got, yeah,
So did he.
he got hurt.
This is a very interesting hand cannon that Giannis is using right now.
Ooh, nice one.
Precision, Precision family hand cannon.
Hey Kevin, did we increase respawn? Oh, you're private mention. Okay.
He's not mic'd also, so.
Yeah, so he said it was a private mention.
So we changed the respawn in our private match to keep the emphasis on action instead of waiting to come back to life.
One of the things we're talking about-
Escondido, como siempre, estos cabrones.
All changes, and I know we played with various.
Ay, lo mataron para que se le quite por andarse escondiendo.
Kevin can tell us a little bit where we ended up, but it was one of the things where you're like, oh, when you do this, that also means, the speed at which you can take control points might have to change. The speed at which you respawn might have to change, right?
Look at that.
Pues el arco se ve chingón, ¿eh? Se ve que no es tanto trabajo apuntar y disparar.
If I got away,
Y puedes ver a través de las paredes con este exótico.
Oh, it's good.
Creo que se había visto las armas.
It's all about information.
Oh, no latino.
Aiming is also just as important.
All about player feedback, right? It should be said that
No, there's one that crashed.
Aunque es un poco lento para disparar.
Kevin could have killed him before he did it.
Yep, he could have been the hero. So he was the hero? Oh, where's the Icarus? There's Icarus on that.
Se oye chingón ese cañón de mano, ¿eh?
As you can see, everybody's dropping special ammo because one of the way we're handling special ammo is you spawn with, and when you die, you drop everything you had, but of course you spawn back with it, and so the game constantly stays fed with green.
And Kevin's not picking that up because he's not running.
Kevin's not running special, so he doesn't have a use for it,
they're just holding hands.
but his teammates do.
They're just daisy chains.
His teammates can come pick it up.
Yeah, you can see all the information he's getting here from the Witchender, telling him about targets behind walls.
Oh, he didn't see that.
Didn't tell him about that rocket.
The
Yeah,
Witchender did not tell him that
Yeah.
someone's about to shoot a rocket at you.
Yep, the wish was ended, that's for sure.
Se ve un poco lento el juego, no sé.
Sniper?
Sniper, yeah.
Chingue su madre.
They gotta start watching lanes for those again.
Yeah,
More frequently.
almost guaranteed to have that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, we keep finding a high risk, high reward. If you get a couple headshots, but you still gotta follow through and pick up that ammo if you wanna keep it going. So you think carefully about your loadout choices to help, make you able to follow through your health as well.
Yeah, one of the big changes that we were happy with this ammo model is because there aren't crates for them in the world, and because they drop on the corpses of your enemy.
Me gustó ese cañón de mano, la verdad sí.
Randomly smack into a crowd, you just produced more special ammo for his buddy, and or made it extremely hard for you to go get. So thinking about what you're doing matters a lot more.
Kevin ran into a rift earlier, so it was a good segue there. So we also we bumped up the healing.
Sí lo mató.
So like a couple cool things have happened there. So he just cracked flawless execution, which is one of the new Night Stalker perks that lets you go.
Ahí está el nuevo Blade Dancer.
You get a headshot kill while crafting, and then while you're invisible in that state, you actually build up 2 targets behind walls as well.
Son como varios cuchillitos.
To destroy this team that is trying to on a healing area put down by the Dawn Blade.
But they were able to mount a resistance there. I mean, usually if somebody runs into a room with a super, it's like, we're all dead.
Yeah,
So there's a good pushback.
Se ve chingón, nada más que lo siento muy lento ahorita, no sé que por qué, tal vez porque el mapa es muy grande y son muy pocos.
Well, so they were able to push back. And holy crap, that Thundercraft has got 3 kills. This is pretty intense here. So the other thing,
Intenso.
so healing
Ay, no
rift
mames.
came up, just basic healing rift.
Hubieran escogido un mapa más chico.
and
had to be, right?
yeah, definitely to help give it some more keeping up with a high pace of
El Blade Dancer vieron que
powering rift also got buffed. And so that
son varias navajitas.
not buff your precision damage, but now will also buff your precision damage. So basically it's gonna keep up with this new lethality in a way that makes your weapons even more lethal than before.
Now, other things we're going to talk about, but armor also receives random rolls. So there are random rolls on armor. Additionally, there are, of course, mods that go into your armor.
So van a ver
Some new and some that
perks
you,
al azar también para la
from
armadura.
Year one, including the ability regeneration speeds and things. Those have also all been buffed, because for the same reason.
Y lo pinche cazadorcito, cula.
All the rules have been removed. There's no like, hey, put this on when you're wearing blue pants on the morning of August 5th. It's just, this increases your grenade regeneration speed.
Yeah, flat out.
And you can push it all the way up to 5 to give you, I believe we settled on I will say at least a 60%. I think we settled on higher than that. That is higher.
Wow. That isn't bad. Spicy rocket.
If you stack all the way up, it's a higher boost than you can get in with G1, year one, excuse me. And then as well as I think if you just run 4 them, you get the same as or it might be 3.
You gotta respect your choices, right? If you pick all grenade mods, you're gonna get a lot of grenades.
Me gustó ese cañón de mano, es el que me gustó. Suena chingón y se ve que tiene muy buen impacto.
Overkill happening, and I think that's probably due to the Dawnblade using this new heal nade, or I forget what we actually, it's Divine Protection, that's what it's called. Where you basically convert your grenade into a grenade that can actually heal your allies and give them an overkill as well.
So how do you do that?
So you hold whatever your grenade button is, so that's left bumper for default, and you'll convert your grenade pretty quickly into a healing grenade. And then there with Blade Barrage. So that's the new Solar Hunter Super. You basically flip into the air and destroy anything in your sight with a series of volleys of explosive knives.
It's for the golden guy who is tired of aim.
Yeah, you can see how crispy that headshot was with the bow. Like, you can follow up with a handgun or an AR and stuff, you know, like it's just a nice combo.
Good dude. Oh no.
Oh man, and someone was saved there by a healing area put down by the Dawnblade. As well as Radiant. That was a lot of information from that with them, dude.
Now, do you know what mod Kevin put on the instrument? Do you know what that's from it?
Maybe got it.
That's a good thing, man. And here's the Spectre Blade coming right at him. Oof. He barely escaped. Nope, not for long now.
What's the inference there? Exotic weapons have set perk sets.
Yeah, they do not have the ability to plot a mod.
They're fictional.
Yes. Exotic weapons are extremely powerful and very specifically curated by y'all.
So if you haven't picked up on it yet, it looks like Kevin's loadout here is formed all around game information. So yeah, using the sword to seek a little bit, so same with some emotes. Using Rift Ender to get guys behind walls, but also some nice stuff here.
Y también el arco me gustó, ¿no? Se ve que tiene muy buen tiempo de matar.
You can actually see guys behind walls the entire time as well. You need to be alive to do that.
Yeah.
So that's the idea.
Helps you stay alive.
Yes, yes.
There's a lot more super counterplay now that Dragon's just method and whatnot.
Yeah, but I think with Spectre Blades, you get a lot of those options where you can basically, you can go into stealth, your super doesn't drain as fast, and you can see guys behind walls, which lets you pick your targets a little bit more carefully. So if you're a little better than Kevin is, you'll go around walls, you'll go around corners, you'll pick your targets a little more carefully.
You don't have to throw yourself.
You don't have to just throw yourself onto a shotgun. It's a place.
Are you a little bit better than Kevin is?
I like to take my time.
Really? Wow. We're in the cheap seats right now. Yeah, you're going to pay for that in cash, I'm sure.
What's the worst that can happen?
I think it's Kevin killing you and then saying, take time, Claude.
Take your time.
Ooh, Thunder Crash! Oh my god, through the barricade. Well done. Well done. Yeah, so Thunder Crash you can steer quite heavily. Basically, it looks like whoever was using that has learned how to pilot quite well.
Parece que ese arco nada más puede ver, no, sí puede ver varias paredes.
So right before you actually
A veces.
When we first started talking about the bow, you had said it's a precision weapon, and we're seeing, despite the editorial commentary from Claude, we're seeing a lot of really good, patient, precise work in the hands of Mr. Yanis here with that. That's certainly not the way I fight, but I can tell that this type of weapon in the hands of somebody who's good with it is going to give me fits.
We've also seen, I mean, people play it as a battle run with it as well, where you, like Kevin actually has the loadout to do that, effectively, where you run in, you go for the single shot headshot with the bow, and then you quick swap with, you know, something like Lucky Pants, for example, to pull out a hand cannon real fast and gut them before they can continue to
What was that? Which did you say?
Lucky Pants.
Is that a shipping name, or is that one of our code names?
No, that is a year-long, you would know, sure, well,
I wouldn't know.
That is a year-long
Okay.
pant, if you will,
Yeah.
for the hunter.
Okay.
That helps with the use of hand cannon.
Yeah, I like to run those with really fast draw time and put Icarus on that so I can actually pull that kind of move off midair, get a headshot, and then you can still like an SMG or a sidearm explosion. So you can still play warrior mode with the bow. You just gotta find the right set.
Tome.
Also, oh my goodness.
And there are some pretty incredible exotic armor pieces that go along with the bows as well. That you can pull off some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, there's so much like that change with the core sandbox that makes the old exotics also really interesting.
Tome, güey.
Way that's really exciting.
Ir escondido el cabrón a matar como siempre.
Really, really amazing to think about using because you get overshield. It's going to help protect you as you come in for that one hit kill.
Knives for days.
Knives for days, yep. The Sunbracers are really good with the new healing grenade setup for the Dawnblade. Same as Sapphire Protocol.
Una escopeta, ¿ves? ¿Qué tal escopeta?
What Nuke's favorite loadout is? The pants, right?
Oh, the Anatea Forge.
Yeah.
Or slider flex legs. So, yeah.
So you slider flex when you put the increased, one of the new armor mods that we brought back, new old armor mods, you put the increased turning while sprinting mod on. So you're super agile. You're gonna
Here we go. Well done.
you're gonna reflect incoming fire as you slide, and then you're always punching people out of the air.
Yeah. So right now he's got the ballistic strike cards, and so every time he's in the air, he's gonna have the ability to hit his melee volume and basically do a miniature version of Death from Above at any time and aim at any target. And that one doesn't one-shot kill. So we made some interesting choices there where, like,
Ese ya.
whereas the ballistic strike is just in disguise where no one knows where it's coming from.
I can't wait to use shotgun more frequently again in Destiny, I gotta tell you. And I love the way it sounded in D2.
Yep.
So a couple of observations. This has been a really good, even match. We haven't had one team run away with this. Observations from chat right now. Every hunter in chat is shaming me brutally for not knowing what Lucky Pants was. So, yes, guilty as charged. I have tunnel vision from my own ways. A freshly arrived Dr. Lupo is asking if it's good, and they're telling them that so far, looks like you guys did a good job. And people want to see what Cosmo did. So I can tell you that within 2 kills here, we're going to switch the view here to Mr. Cosmo 23, and we will see how he fares in battle. But in between this match and the next, we're actually going to let people change up their loadouts a little bit and let you see a different way to play.
And so as you notice on this, every time he died and came back, he was always coming back with a 2-shotgun now.
There we go. And we are at game with a nice 8-kill spread. Widening the skill gap. So, well fought to our in-studio combatants, and thank you very much. Let's take a look at our brave fighters. And, gentlemen, good game. Thank you so much for playing.
Estos son los, sorpresivamente estos son los cabrones que no escogían a la hora de jugar pelota.
I'm gonna switch off the bow, go for a
Ese cañón de mano está chingón.
sniper loadout here. I'm going to run the projectile.
Any mod changes by chance?
I've already pre-socketed,
Okay.
so I am going with enhanced target acquisition for my sniper and my pulse rifle.
Actually, that's the perfect loadout for you because you're having trouble hitting things.
I mean, at least I hit my golden gun.
Well, for those who like to take their time, Golden Gun now has more time.
Thanks. I'd say that.
Probably heard about that.
I mean, Cosmo, what are we going to see from you in the next fight?
I'm gonna go crazy.
Oh,
I'm gonna go
crazy.
shotgun, Badlander shotgun, and legendary accuracy.
Tres shotgun,
Cool shotgun loadout.
Talk to us a little bit about your shotgun mods and your...
tres
shotgun
escopetas.
parts. How are each of these shotguns going to be...
Esa escopeta me gusta, se ve bien antigua.
So on the first shotgun, I'm gonna do a backup mag, increase the magazine.
Incrementa la,
Gold, just put more ammo in it.
el cartucho.
Second one, let's do radar.
Radar, tuner.
Get my radar. And then,
Oh, mira, puedes poner radar ahí y puedes ver.
all right, we ready to go?
We are go for launch.
Aquí vienen las nuevas
Can
naves.
you get in? Can you show the difference in the radar speed between the two shotguns?
Sure.
Thank you.
This will be our final 4v4 exhibition on this stream. We appreciate everybody who's sounding off in chat. Those of you who are subscribing, please know that every subscription to our chat on our Twitch channel benefits the Bungie Foundation. So we're not monetizing the feedback loop as much as we are, I don't know, consider it an internet.
Este titán, su armadura.
Something to throttle the waterfall of feedback so that we can actually read it. And Twitch Prime. That wasn't a sales pitch. That was just us letting you know that we're taking your money and putting it to a good use.
Cosmo's running an interesting armor
Aquí en las naves.
Basically stacked all melee recharge mods because he really wants to use Ballistic Slant a lot, which is the melee ability for the new
Sunbreaker, vas a coger el martillo. Ahora sí, a ver si podemos ver el nuevo.
Doing that for the throwing hammer.
Aquí ya está el hammer
Throwing
grandote.
hammers at people's faces.
El muscle.
Good place.
Tell us the fun fact about it,
Let's see. I don't know. I like to say boss when I first know someone's face.
That's a fun fact. Cool fact. I like this, on the screen here, I like that it's a big pointing right at Claude Jacob. It's right there.
I don't know if this is public. It's just, yeah. Ignore that, everyone. It's safe. Sure, safe place.
Thanks again for all those subs. We're going to take your hard-earned money and we're going to put it toward easing the distress and suffering of children in hospitals. We put iPads in their hands. We give them the healing power of video games when they need it the most. And on the subject of healing power, they're going to need it right now as we come back into our final round of Clash.
See the radar check?
Radar check.
Ooh, it's spiffy.
Huh.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
Also, throw him in the throwing hammer. Just pick it up. Throw it on the wall. Pick it up. Okay. Oh, that was a bad throw. Oh, but you got it back.
Yeah, but he didn't say boss.
Ahí está el nuevo martillo que puede uno tirar y recoger.
Gotta make a stop for the boss, gotta make a stop for the radar. Oh, come on.
Go kill him and get that hammer back.
Yeah.
So the way that works too is after about 6 seconds, your hammer's going to explode. So you have about 6 seconds to pick it up. He just wasted it. But it's okay because he used a bunch of melee mods to get his recharge back.
And his buddy saved his life, and he was able to pick up your ammo. So now he's got something going.
Yeah.
He's got enough ammo that he can probably reload. There you go. Now he's got something that he can work with.
There's an incendiary grenade. We did give that a little bit of damage buff.
Ese vato no le atina a nadie.
It's the curse of being on screen. Yeah. On screen, I believe it. People can't aim anymore.
So on the top of the grenades, a handful of grenades got buffed as well. So,
O sea, si no recoges el martillo, lo puedes volver a... va a agarrarlo.
Came up quite a bit, actually. 70 cheating.
And it's something that we continue to, we'll obviously continue to look at in the future, right? It's just a one and done.
Job's never done. Boom!
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Pretty. Accurate still works.
Come on, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Pick it up.
Pick it up, yeah, there you go. You don't want to lose that.
Levantó su martillito.
He did use his third shotgun, but
And there's
and now he's got more ammo. Now he's fully loaded. He's got all his shotguns. This is where he died.
Yeah. Got a lot of guys surrounding
So many
you.
shotguns.
Three shotguns.
So little
A
time.
lot of people around here.
Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
He's got the high ground etiquette.
There you go.
We agreed no prequel means on stream. We agreed.
I would-
You didn't come to
I would-
the
yeah,
no prequel means on stream.
Yeah.
I feel like shotgun hunters.
Huh.
Maybe 18 though.
Maybe 18, yeah.
Es que se le escondieron el cabrón.
There you go. I was gonna set tape for a while here.
Get it.
Welcome. Oh, close to just so far. Now the hammer loses its parents.
So the hammer's gone. We lost it.
You had
Yeah, we got
mentioned
it.
that this is a loadout for someone in your developer insights video if you're crazy, right?
Yeah.
This is a crazy one.
But
It's like nothing.
I mean, there's got to be some moments in combat, like if we just wanted to say, Cosmo, you stay inside, you guard that heavy ammo
Yeah.
zone. You know, I mean, he's all close quarters. He's a brawler. He's a bruiser right now.
Right. So we're not showing it today, but we've shown a bunch of it. Like Gambit, I think is
Tome.
honestly
Con
the best
sniper.
use of the Destiny standoff. It does everything. Like you have your PvE play, you have your PvP play,
Ay,
you have your
mamadas.
play, you have your
Ya no estoy haciendo
point play. Like it has everything. And so in Gambit, where you have your whole team, like picking the loadout to suit your job, I think is going to be a huge deal. And there is absolutely a place for Cosmo's Crazy 3 shotgun build when you are trying to keep blockers away from the point and things like that in Gambit. So like all these things have roles and times to use them. And you know, there will be people who run this in PvP and do just fine with it. Cosmo's not one of them, right? But like, but there will be people who can pull it off.
And to Deeper's point, is strategically you can arrange your team to have a really specific loadout to be really effective in certain contexts, right? You can say like, yeah, like we're gonna have the triple shotgun guy defend the bomb or whatever, and the rest of it gonna have to deal with that. So there's a lot of ways to make that pretty relevant. In that case, it's not exactly one of them. But I think he's learning.
He keeps showing us the whatnot, which I think is also helpful, right? Like, hey, don't do this, don't do that.
So no pressure, the super is ready. It's not like there are a lot of people watching. So just don't.
A ver, vamos a ver el super del Titán.
Not just a
El nuevo.
demonstration of combat in year 2, but also a demonstration of the Bungie playtest culture.
Yeah.
It's not a kind thing.
No,
It's not, well, you did good too. You should feel good about the fact that you tried really
Ahí va
hard.
su super.
There's-
Y lo van a matar rápido. Ah,
So that's like the
no puede matar a nadie.
Okay. Get the flame off.
Yeah.
Ah, ok.
Come on, get another.
Ah,
Okay. Oh, still with the shotties. Yeah, that's a
está
good.
bueno, pero pues obviamente no pudo matar a nadie. Casi.
As it should.
Yeah, who's hubris.
Yeah.
Pride cometh back to full to full.
Está chingón ese como para control, imagínense control.
Yeah, so the way that super works too is you have your right trigger attack is basically a ground slam that sends off a stream of fire, and that'll actually find guys.
Yeah, we should have done that in the tornado.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a tornado? Oh, well, then first.
yeah, we wanted to take it over the top.
If you haven't noticed already, to be explicit about it, if you run a single special loadout, you get 2 rounds per spawn when you load in. And if you run a dual special loadout, you get 1 in each. So the same number of spawning, same amount of spawning ammo.
Tome.
It's not the corner to run around.
No.
You didn't have
you
those
started
Kevin
playing
Youngs looking around the corners.
That's right.
The ammo he was talking about, that's also per archetype. So for shotgun, you'll get 2 rounds, but for season, it'll be different, right?
No, it's split 2. I made it off 2. Well,
Oh, really?
14 with the entire 7 shot.
Okay, look at that. Same as the stuff.
It's worth 2 kills. The only thing that is different is trace rifle.
He does that on vacation.
And you get 25 trace rifle energy, because that's about to be closer.
Seems like a good time.
I bumped it to 40.
You bumped it to 40?
That's
Okay.
exciting now.
Just saw a comment in the chat saying they're seeing a lot of melee kills, not seeing a whole bunch from grenades. Are grenades inherently different in year 2?
So we did buff grenades, but the nature of grenades, a lot of times is that they're an opener, and so I think that's what we're seeing a lot of times here is that people using them to open fights or to sort of supplement their gameplay. But
Yeah.
What we didn't do is make them one shot kill.
Yeah,
we didn't roll back where you can just rely on a grenade to clean out. Like you have to play with your grenade to make it effective. And so
you can
it's
push
cool.
them up quite a bit, but they're not actually one shot kills.
They're not back to the reason why I wore Void Fang vestments for 3 years.
Yeah, they're.
And that smelled bad enough.
You gotta watch it, man.
Oh, and that's what we call reaction time problems.
Reaction time to the factory. So please pay attention.
Yeah,
All right, he's abandoning the three shotgun build.
Yep. Still sticking with dual stuff.
I'm tired of being crazy. Still crazy.
He at least has a range operation that he can do. Alright, there's this
There we go.
special.
Pretty.
Alright. How's it gonna play?
Probably poor.
Ya me llegó el reset.
I feel like this is actually somewhat of a viable loadout.
No, the loadout's fine. It's cosmetic.
I'd like to call out that, this is an in development build, so you're seeing under the radar screen, you're seeing some text strings that are obviously not final. So that's what we see in development before we're finished, and it's not September 4th yet, so pardon our best.
It is coming up quickly.
Yeah, we are less than 1 month from the beginning of Forsaken, and even closer to the arrival of these changes.
Okay.
And the things that we're looking at right now, not these weapons, not this map, but
Now the mod.
the sandbox changes.
Oh, there's a heal grenade. So that floating orb there was an enemy throwing down a heal grenade. That basically would get someone overkilled and passing through it. So when you see one of those on the opposing team, you can actually still destroy them. So that's something that I don't think Cosmo realized there, because he sort of saved himself from having to deal with a lot of guys with overfield. Yeah.
So this elevator that they're standing right near, if you're underneath that thing when it comes down, does it kill you?
This is not stop.
It stops.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. There were a lot of fatalities at this work area before they implemented that.
Stage this accident.
Always real. Come on,
Oh, there's an
Cosmo.
arc staff reflecting.
Come on, Cosmo.
Just hold safe.
There's that new melee.
Yeah. Yeah, so you gotta be careful. So it's definitely a riskier situation to be close range to Guardians these days. You gotta pick your...
Oh, alguien sacó el martillote.
I might not want to be stone colors.
Oh, Smoke Owl is still crashing, guys. Crash.
Right.
Tome.
Crash, guys.
What's wrong?
Has he got a sniper training?
No.
No.
Oh, he's been walking around with one for a while now.
He's trying.
Get up there. There you go. Oh, he just...
Didn't he win?
Nah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Matan rápido con los supers, no
I
mames.
appreciate that he was in basically the tightest part of that and still managed to
He's
finish
going for
with
style
that.
points. He loves the twirl.
Soon.
Yeah.
There
Nice.
you go. Ah, right on top of that guy.
Tome.
That's heavy ammo read right there.
Another,
One shot.
another nice sort of downstream effect of the mod changes are that a lot of people are running super mods. And start up early, and then you'll see a lot of more staggered.
Supermod being one of the brand new mods that we've added. Not as potent as the other ability mods, but still,
Still really
yeah,
effective.
makes a big difference. Do you know there's a guy behind me?
No,
Yeah,
last second. Panic grenade.
We love the mix.
Why is my radar? Oh.
This match is almost half over. In a moment here, tell us on August 28th, when we preload Forsaken, every player of Destiny is going to notice some of these changes starting to take effect. The weapon balance, the way that the new tuning, the way the weapons behave will arrive. What else arrives? Are all these new mods going to show up?
Mods will not be there yet.
No.
They come in with release.
The slots will be there, but you'll just have nothing to put into them.
Slots will, no. We have rearranged your year one weapons as well. So you will have stuff to put into them. Slots will be there. Grab clubs. All their tuning. Most of the tuning will be there.
Most of the tuning for the stuff that's
For the year one stuff.
for year one stuff. And I'll also say just that when we say all players, we also mean PvE players as well.
Of course,
All these changes affect PvE. We've increased how effective building charge is in PvE as well. Same with throwing knives and melee damage, like all that stuff is relevant in PvE.
Yep. The final week of year one is going to be a little weird because we're going to have the new weapon slot system show up, but none of the new weapons. We'll have the new mod slot show up, but none of the new mods. So we'll kind of ease into this. But they'll be able to go out there and they'll be able to play with the things that they have. They'll be able to rearrange them and do an interesting combination.
Take your time. Oh, there's bolt. And see, there's a grenade kill, a couple grenade kills.
Yeah, besides that.
Yeah, so at some point we're gonna release a list of all the weapons that are changing slots and possibly changing damage type even.
Okay.
It will be interesting.
Yeah, worth noting, I think you guys talked about this in the pod this week, but worth noting, whatever damage type you decide to live with, when Forsaken launches, what you will stay, you'll continue to have. Sorry. So your energy weapons, when you mod them with your damage type now, choose wisely. That is, as long as you don't charge them, you will have them on your Forsaken.
Yeah, so those are definitely counterable. You gotta pick your moments for those for sure. That pulse is pretty nasty. Spring Mall. A fire tornado. Oh, there's another friend down. Bygone saves the day. There's Storm France. Yeah, let me take a preview of Deidre's future frying. Oh, never mind. It's dead.
Got an orb, got an ammo, doesn't need that. Oh yeah,
It's a close match, 25 kills remain.
Oh my god. Will we ever see a sniper film?
Yeah, if there has been a sniper kill.
Will we ever see a one-shot sniper kill?
I need a hunter like you with the red jack. I get Christian dog.
Yeah, pick up that black talon.
Oh my,
Oh
my. Fights like a clay
Just
pigeon.
far away from that distance.
Ooh. So close. There you go.
Here you go.
Doing a kill.
Oh, man. That lens flare.
Yeah, definitely having snipers be up more often just makes things feel so much more dynamic again, you know, just like watching lanes and things like that, all your positioning and stuff.
Greg,
Exciting.
the flares and all the tails we worked on too, right? Like the winter season's got a new, better tail. All the things got re-looked at.
That was definitely one of those things where we have a little bit of time to prepare, react, and like family. But
Are you going to observe that sniper kill? Or are you only going to talk about Cosmo when you go? There's going to be a house.
Oh, here we go. Stage.
I think I'm going to see a shoulder card.
Oh boy.
Show up, shoulder card.
Ese Space, aquí está el teniente de mano este. Ah,
He's good, I believe.
Show us that Christian recap too.
I believe. He's got never shield. Oh, no,
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So there's some good counterplay there to the shoulder card.
It's a 3-point game.
It won't be.
Yeah, and they swapped leads a couple times.
Yeah, so I think, watching this, I hope chat and those at home can get a sense for, like, imagine what it would look like if good players could play.
Right.
Right?
Well, there are still a lot of lingering questions. People want to see better Devils in action a little bit more than they have. People want to see the Warlock in action more than they have.
The Devil.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's a good thing to talk about there, too. All the shoulder charge mechanics in V2 gained an AoE with them as well. They have an explosion when you hit. The explosion doesn't one-shot kill. It's only the first guy you hit.
Yep.
So shoulder shot va a estar chingón otra vez.
One version of a weapon, obviously, now. The collection will allow you to sort of look across your riches and understand which weapons that you have. But if you get a weapon that you love, if you think it's a god roll, or if you want to have several different iterations of your favorite guns, we have 500 total vault slots now. And the things that we're not demonstrating on stream today, there's about 10 kills that remain in this exhibition match. We're leaving for your discovery. Player discovery, understanding how these changes impact your own fighting style is an important part of Destiny. So we try to set your expectations without completely giving away the whole shop. And August 28th will be an interesting moment for people to kind of come out and say, here's how I play differently now. And to your point, Josh, that will change over time. It'll change September 4th. It'll change as people discover each other. It'll change as people react to the shifting meta.
Try to figure out the mons they like and what they want to pair them with.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. There's just so much to think about now.
All the new attacks, the old attacks.
Kind of like when you have your favorite rush.
So yeah, that's a demonstration of just the healing power and healing effectiveness of an opposing team's well radiant. You can't just run in there and start punching guys. Yeah, that's not gonna be a good time.
Final moment. One last chance to show off your favorite moves.
Ooh. That's fun.
Don't forget to reload after your kill and leave stage.
The game is not stiff with Greg.
Oh, pretty.
From the Greg pop up on the screen. Don't forget to reload. Don't forget to reload. Oh, there it is. There we go. Oh, that's good stuff.
Está bueno ese para el titán. Ese shoulders. El cargo de hombro.
Oh, that's a very big game.
Good way to get out of the way.
Good way to play it off, actually. That's being supercharged.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Denied. And match complete.
I love the idea of like a superpower guy getting in an elevator. Just like.
Good game, everyone. Yep, well fought, well played game. That's all we have today. Thanks so much, Cosmo and Kevin, for playing, guys. And thank you so much to these gentlemen for the work that you put into the game and for taking a break from your honeymoon to join us today. And thanks for sitting in the seats and talking about what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Hope everybody's super excited about what we're seeing. We're very much looking forward to playing it.
Very excited.
I hope you guys are too.
Yeah. And this was definitely a stream that they were very eager to do. They came to us and they said, we put a lot of work into the second year of Destiny 2. We've changed up time to kill. We've changed up weapon slots and ammunition and perks and mods and a lot of the things that the community has been talking to us for some time. And they were very eager to get out here on stream and to show you how this works. So thank you for watching. And thank you for benefiting our charitable efforts with your subs. And to summarize, we're giving you more ways to configure your Guardian so it's a reflection of how you want to fight. We're bringing back some of those hero moments. What else do we want to say about year 3?
Interesting drops to keep the meta from going stale and keep things interesting for a long time.
Okay, very good. Well, some of these changes will arrive on October 28th when we preload Forsaken. All players of Destiny 2 can see how that stuff feels. The rest of these changes arrive on September 4th when Forsaken begins with a brand new adventure. We hope you'll join us for all of these things. In the meantime, we will see you at Gamescom. We'll see you at PAX. We may even see you right back here on stream.
And good luck getting your triumph.
Good luck with your triumph. Yep, you still have several weeks left in the Solstice of Heroes, so we hopefully see you in the tower for that ongoing celebration with those new challenges, those new ways to decorate yourself. That's all we have to say today.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much for watching. That's all we got.
Bueno, eso fue todo. Aquí tengo que ver las nuevas armas. ¿Cómo van a estar? Tienen Two-Tailed Fox. Tome. Botas Titán seguro. De Six Coyote. Oh, para el cazador pueda esquivar 2 veces. Malfesante. Black Talon. Talón negro. The Thousand Poisons. There's a space. A ver qué pasa. A ver si puedo hacer un video al rato sumerizando todo esto, pero no hay mucho que ver, simplemente pues nada más nos enseñaron el crisol un poquito. Así que vamos a seguir jugando, canales. Así que ya saben, su amigo Pachuco se despide, ahí se ven al ratito. Voy a desayunar rápido. Bye.